sharing the same single shared supercomputer. Not just a PlayStation 3 game, Dust will feature support for the Move motion controller, a dedicated home space, and finally, we're extending the experience to the NGP. So how about I just show you what you will be doing next summer? This is one universe, one war. Thank you.
But I'm a mercenary. I don't judge your ambitions. I only judge what you can afford. Pay my price, and I'll strike down the heavens. I've fought your war 1,000 times and won them all. And I know this is the moment that will change everything. On this day, the blood I spill will bring down an empire, and the world will burn before your very eyes. They will remember us, and they'll remember what happened here. On this battlefield, one shot can change the course of history, and you're going to be the one that takes it.
Dust 514 is a great example of what sets PlayStation apart and how PlayStation Move is bringing richer and deeper experiences. Dust will be coming exclusively to PlayStation Network with a closed beta at the end of this year and a full release in the spring of 2012. Our next guest has created possibly the industry's most unique experiential universe. Let's take a look.
Elizabeth.
Promise me.
I will stop him.
No. That is an oath you cannot keep. But promise me that if it comes to it, you will not let him take me back.
Don't move, I'll be right back.
Hey, I was going to the wrong stage. So I'm Ken Levine. I'm the creative director of Irrational Games. And, you know, we've been doing a lot of press for BioShock Infinite recently. And I did an interview a few months ago. And I kind of tend to speak my mind in interviews. And in this interview, let's just say I expressed some skepticism about the very concept of motion control. And I may have said a few uncharitable things about the PlayStation Move. So, you know, days later, a coworker tells me there's somebody who wants to have a phone meeting with me about the interview. I'm like, oh, okay, who is it? I said Sony. And, you know, I was like, oh, great, I really want to have this conversation. And, you know, I took the meeting, and I expected, you know, a lot of like you know, gnashing of teeth and nervousness. And instead, what they said is, they said, Ken, look, we want to make you a believer. And I was like, look, dude, Irrational, you know, we don't do like, you know, that. You know, that's not our thing. You know, we don't do that, and we don't do that. You know, we do this. You know, we do the core games. You know, DualShock stuff. And then they said something that struck a chord with me. They said, you know, we're not talking about this and that. What we're talking about is removing this barrier of entry that people who love your story and love your worlds, who love the idea of BioShock, but they just can't get their head around this. What if they could play your game? And what would you wager if you could get those people on board to try your game as well as your core audience without sacrificing anything? And I said, look, I tell you what I won't wager is I won't wager these people. And they said, look, you don't have to. So, you know, they sent us a PlayStation Move, and the first thing we noticed is that the damn thing kind of looks like a DualShock. You know, it's got all the cool buttons and everything. And we started playing around with it, and once we got past that initial anxiety that our game would translate well, we started seeing other opportunities, other ways to interact with the world, with Elizabeth, you know, with the skyline, how you can move around in that space. But I don't have a ton of time for discussing those things, and we're going to talk about that another day, and we're just getting rolling. But we're going to have PlayStation Move on the BioShock Infinite, And the exciting part is we're just starting to get our head around what that can mean. And before I go, you know, there's another game we've been thinking about for a long time. It's a bit of a pet project of Irrational's, and it's set in the BioShock universe. And this has been kicking around for a few years now. And it's very early days, and the design is still evolving. But recently, we found the right home for it. It's on this guy. On the NGP. And so this is going to be interesting, too. Listen, thanks, everyone. And we hope we see a lot of you at the booth to check out BioShock Infinite. And if not, you can check it out online. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you, Ken. BioShock Infinite looks amazing, and we're all looking forward to playing it on a PS3 with PlayStation Move, as well as delving into the BioShock universe on NGP. To show further strength to this partnership and an example of publishers taking advantage of the great opportunities with PlayStation, consumers who buy the PS3 version of BioShock Infinite will also get a copy of the first BioShock on the same Blu-ray disc. This is an experience only available on PlayStation. Now, another partnership that we're proud to announce is with THQ in Saints Row the Third. It will include an exclusive game mode and game content only on the PS3. This exclusive game mode will have players utilizing the unique weapon of Saints Row as you take on Steelport's most colorful enemies. It's a completely over-the-top experience that Saints Row fans will love, and it launches in North America on November 15th. Another title with support on PlayStation Move that will have exclusive content on our network is from Paramount and Bad Robot. It's based on the massively popular Star Trek franchise and timed with the J.J. Abrams Star Trek film next year. It's a co-op action adventure with an original storyline that will capture the authenticity of the Star Trek brand and be fully compatible with PlayStation Move. Paramount will also release a Move peripheral cloned after the phaser made famous by Star Trek. There's a couple of Trekkies out there, that's good. They realize that PlayStation experience is second to none, So they're also going to offer a playable prequel to the full game in the form of a digital-only title available exclusively on the PlayStation Network. Both of these titles from Paramount will be PlayStation Move enabled and playable in 3D. Let's take a look at some early footage.
Chief Science Officer, report the Helios. Requesting immediate emergency evacuation from the nearest starship. Please reply.
One publishing partner that has excelled at creating amazing PlayStation experiences year after year is Electronic Arts. For the last 2 decades, EA has maintained a unique relationship with Sony Computer Entertainment and with PlayStation fans all over the world. Today, I'm excited to reveal 3 more exclusive offers EA has coming only on PlayStation 3. To begin with, the epic snowboarding franchise born on the PlayStation will return this year with SSX. And for the PlayStation 3 only, EA has created a death-defying race down Japan's iconic Mount Fuji. This exclusive level features 10 unique drop points and is rendered from a recreation of Mount Fuji taken directly from NASA satellite data, and only PlayStation 3 owners will get to experience it. Next up is Need for Speed: The Run, EA's amazing cross-country race that features dozens of incredible vehicles, including 8 of the world's hottest supercars. Feedback from gamers who love this franchise confirms that these supercars are what makes Need for Speed so exciting. And with that, PS3 owners are going to get a special Blu-ray disc with 7 additional supercars, including the Super Sport, the Hennessy Venom GT, and the Bugatti Veyron, only on PS3. And then finally this fall, EA will be releasing their jaw-dropping shooter, Battlefield 3. The PlayStation 3 version of this blockbuster will be bigger than any other. EA is using the extra storage capacity of Blu-ray to add a second game, Battlefield 1943, to the disc. That gives PlayStation owners one of the most exciting games of the year, bundled free with one of the most popular games offered on the PlayStation Network. That extra and exclusive content is a critical differentiator for PlayStation. Creating a unique experience isn't limited to the PS3. It's also been a signature part of the PlayStation's mobile gaming offering, and of course, Electronic Arts will be supporting our next generation portable as well. Here to talk about that newest member of the PlayStation family is the President and Group CEO of Sony Computer Entertainment and President of Sony's Consumer Products and Services Group, Kazuo Hirai.
Hey, Jack. Thank you, Jack. How about that tie he's wearing? Can you? Round of applause for his tie. First time I've seen anybody from Sony Computer Entertainment actually on stage wearing a tie. First time. I'm still not going there, but Jack made the plunge. So anyway, good to see you all again. 6 years ago, we came here to E3 and announced a new 10-year vision for home entertainment. And we said that we would build an ecosystem of content and network services